we see a very dangerous asteroid that is about to collide with Earth. To prevent this, humans attacked it with nuclear missiles. These missiles destroyed the asteroid, but its particles, filled with nuclear radiation, rained down on Earth. This caused changes in the DNA of all cold-blooded creatures like ants, spiders, snakes, and lizards, and the size of all these creatures multiplied several times in this year-long battle. Most large creatures were killed, and in this war, ammunition and guns, along with the military, were exhausted. Approximately 95% of humans were wiped out, and the survivors were forced to live in underground bunkers built beneath the surface. This is the story of Joel, one of those survivors. Joel's story begins when he was spending some private moments with his girlfriend Amy in his car. Suddenly, particles from that asteroid began falling towards their city from the sky. Following this, a giant bug attacked their city. With seeing this, they both ran towards their home, where they saw everyone was preparing to leave the city. It was then that Amy and Joel had to separate. Before leaving, Joel told Amy that he would find her soon. On the way, Joel's family was caught in an attack by these creatures. Joel managed to escape the car, but his parents remained trapped inside. In her final moments, Joel's mother told him to run. Reluctantly, as Joel moved forward, a gigantic creature stepped on their car. Seeing his parents die right before his eyes left Joel stunned. People nearby quickly got Joel into a car to take him away. But Joel couldn't recover from the trauma. 7 years have now passed since that incident. Joel is with the people who saved his life. Everyone in this bunker lives with their partners, except for Joel. Joel still hadn't recovered from the trauma of losing his parents, and his anxiety meant he was never sent outside. Ever since then, a sense of fear had settled inside him. Whenever he saw these creatures, he would freeze and be unable to do anything. Because of this anxiety, he was never sent outside. Joel cooked, cleaned, and did chores for everyone inside the bunker, living his life like this for the past 7 years. One day a huge ant entered their bunker. All the men in the group prepared to fight it. Joel also wanted to be a part of the fight, but the others refused to let him join. A group of 4 men went to kill the creature, while everyone else watched the battle on a thermal camera. Now, the giant ant caught one of the 4 men. Seeing his comrades in trouble, Joel couldn't hold back and went to save them. He then saw the shadow of the huge ant. The ant had one of their comrades in its mouth. Seeing this, Joel's fear began to overwhelm him, and he froze in his spot. When the giant ant advanced toward him, Joel closed his eyes. When he opened his eyes, the ant's head was lying at his feet. 2 members of the group had cut off the ant's head. To cope with the incident and distract himself, Joel started talking to someone on the radio. It was none other than Amy. Amy had also survived the incident 7 years ago, but her colony was very far away, and they hadn't been able to meet since they separated 7 years ago. Joel had talked to many stations to find Amy and finally tracked her down. They were talking happily to each other, but suddenly the radio went silent. Facing death today made Joel uneasy, and he didn't want to spend his whole life waiting for death in the bunker. Joel asked his friends how far Amy's colony was. "You'll die in an hour, kid," they said. But Joel had made up his mind. He would either meet Amy or die trying, or to some extent. Joel also felt that he wasn't worthy to live with these people in the bunker. He was just a burden. But that wasn't true. Joel's friends loved him very much. They even drew a map to help him reach Amy. Now, after so many years, Joel stepped out of the colony. Amy's colony was 140 kilometers to the west, but Joel had no idea which direction was west. Without looking or understanding, Joel moved forward. After walking a short distance, Joel heard the sound of a large creature. He went to hide in a nearby house, but there was already a large frog in the pond. Seeing this creature, Joel froze again. Just as the frog attacked Joel with its tongue, someone pushed Joel away from there. It was a dog. The frog attacked again and grabbed Joel's leg with its tongue. The dog then bit the frog's tongue, which made the frog release its grip, and Joel and the dog quickly ran away. The dog soon climbed into a stopped bus. This bus was the dog's home, where it lived with its owner. Its owner had probably died. Joel noticed the word boy written on a wall. As soon as Joel said boy, the dog became instantly alert, and Joel realized that the dog's name was Boy when Joel picked up a red dress lying there. Boy immediately snatched the dress from him because it was the last memento he had of his owner. Joel stayed in the bus all night and left in the morning as Joel was leaving. Boy came after him with the red dress, as if he wanted to go with him. After that, Joel took the dress, and the two slowly started moving towards their destination, passing through completely destroyed areas. On the way, Joel saw some fruit growing on a plant. He was very hungry, but as soon as he tried to eat the fruit, Boy started pulling his leg, as if he didn't want Joel to eat it. Joel understood that they might be poisonous as they traveled. Joel kept writing about his journey in a notebook. Suddenly, while walking, Joel fell into a large pit. As soon as he tried to climb up, he realized he wasn't alone. There were large bones on the ground, meaning he wouldn't be the first victim of whatever was there. Suddenly, very agile blood-sucking insects attacked him, but at the last moment, an unknown person pulled him up with a rope. This man was named Clyde, and the little girl with him, Mino, was also very dangerous. She blew up all the insects with a grenade. Clyde told Joel that he shouldn't wander alone. Joel replied that he wasn't alone. He had a dog with him, and he was going to his girlfriend Amy's coney. Clyde said he was going north, where there were mountains and snow, because there was a special colony there, and the creatures didn't go there because of the cold. Clyde said that they had to travel together for a while, so Joel could join them if he wanted. After walking for a while, they stopped on a hill. Minnow was teaching Joel archery, but Joel's aim was very poor. Minnow said that her father was the best archer in their colony, but when a swarm of these dangerous creatures attacked their colony simultaneously, Minno's father and Clyde's son were killed. Since then, Clyde and Minnow have been searching for a safe colony where they can live peacefully. Just then, Clyde spotted a creature approaching them from the jungle. Clyde told Joel that the creature had gotten his scent and would now track him for a long time. Anyway, they quickly left the place. Actually, Minnow and Clyde have been surviving on Earth for a long time, so they know a lot about these creatures. Further on, Clyde saw a huge snail. Clyde told Joel not to move at all, but Joel had already frozen in fear. Clyde quietly asked Joel to take off his t-shirt, and he placed the t-shirt on the snail. The snail then left without harming them. Clyde did this so that wherever the snail went, it would spread Joel's scent, confusing the creature that was chasing them. Joel asked why the snail hadn't attacked them. Clyde told him that some creatures are good too. Minnow said that if you are ever confused, look into their eyes. You will understand. Eyes never lie. At night, they stopped at a spot where they ate, but as soon as they started resting, Clyde woke them up because the smell of their food would attract other creatures, and it would be dangerous to stay there any longer. The next day, Minnow again trained Joel with the crossbow. Minnow told him to keep his mind completely calm before shooting, and whenever Joel did that, every one of his arrows hit the target perfectly. Minnow was very happy to see this and hugged Joel. Minnow, who had been separated from her family at a young age, now saw an older brother in Joel. A few more days passed like this. Clyde and Minnow taught Joel how to survive and avoid all the creatures. They told him about plants that could counteract the venom of poisonous animals. Finally, they told him about the most dangerous creature on Earth, named the sand gobbler. These sand gobblers accurately track any sound by moving underground, but the most dangerous of them is their queen, who is several times larger than them, and one of her fins is visible above the ground. If the queen hears even the slightest sound from you, the game is over. No one has ever survived an encounter with the sand gobbler queen. Minnow continued to practice crossbow with Joel every day, and Joel improved day by day. After 5 days, the spot where their paths were to diverge finally arrived. Clyde told Joel to stay with them, It would be difficult for him to survive alone. If we stay together, the chances of survival are greater, he said. But Joel was determined only to meet Amy. Minnow was very sad about his decision. Joel explained to her that Amy meant a lot to him. Minnow hugged Joel one last time. As he left, Clyde gave Joel a grenade and told him to use it only when absolutely necessary. Pull the pin, count to 5, and then throw it. Remember to count to 5. Now, both parties set off on their respective paths. Now, Joel and Boy had to cover a distance of 50 kilometers alone. But the journey was going to be very difficult. After walking for a while, they reached a place where Boy started acting strangely and didn't want to go further. Out of fear, he hid under a pedal boat. Joel was trying to get Boy to come out when suddenly, many legs emerged from beneath Joel's feet. It was a huge centipede. Joel fearfully took out his crossbow, but the creature came very close to him. It was about to grab Joel with its tail when Boy's barking scared it, and it attacked Joel with its tail, throwing him far away. Now, to kill Boy, the creature surrounded the boat and overturned it in front of Joel's eyes. The scene of losing his parents played again, but this time, Joel didn't freeze. He overcame his fear, stood up and shot an arrow at the creature with his crossbow. The arrow hit the creature on its neck, making it angry. Now, leaving Boy, it quickly headed straight for Joel. But Joel shot an arrow just in time, which hit the creature directly on its head. Joel's attack took it down in a single blow. Joel was trembling with fear. He couldn't believe he had actually killed such a large creature. Then Joel saw Boy, and Boy ran towards Joel. Although Joel couldn't save his parents, today he had overcome his fear and saved Boy's life. The next morning, the two reached a large pit, and Boy started acting strangely again, running away. Joel realized that danger was nearby. Then, Joel saw a creature coming towards him from inside the ground. With one fin outside, it was the queen of the sand goblin. To escape, Joel threw a small toy far away so that the queen would be drawn towards its sound. The sand gobbler queen burst out of the ground where Joel had thrown the toy. Joel ran from there without wasting any time, and the queen chased him. While running, Joel suddenly fell, and his bag dropped. Joel hid inside a tree trunk, following Boy. Joel covered Boy's mouth to keep him silent, and when no sound came, the queen started to leave. But then, Boy's owner's red dress fell into the river from Joel's bag. Seeing this, Boy ran to save the dress, ignoring the danger to his own life. Joel tried to stop him, but Boy didn't stop. Now, the queen started coming towards them again. To save Boy, Joel ran towards his bag and took out the grenade. As Joel pulled the pin and started counting to 5, the grenade slipped from his hand. Just as Joel bent to pick up the grenade, the queen arrived and attacked Joel. But Joel, in a hurry, quickly threw the grenade into the queen's mouth and jumped into the river. His attack blew the queen to pieces. Joel was ecstatic with joy, but he was very angry with Boy. As Joel came out of the water, he saw some creatures like leeches clinging to his entire body. Frightened, Joel started removing the leeches from his body one by one. He also blamed Boy for the whole incident. Joel was scolding Boy, saying we both could have died because of this cheap dress. Boy became upset at this and left Joel alone. Soon Joel began to stumble from the leech venom. Because of the poison, he started having hallucinations and seeing things. In this state of intoxication, he walked a little further and fainted. Then he saw the plant that could neutralize the poison. Joel quickly ate the plant and started moving forward in a dazed state. But he didn't have the strength to walk much further. So Joel sat down in one place. Suddenly, he saw Amy there. Seeing Amy again after 7 years, Joel immediately kissed her and then fainted again when he regained consciousness. He saw that Joel was now in Amy's colony. Joel was very happy and surprised to see Amy truly in front of him. He told her about the northern safe colony he wanted to take everyone to. Joel found these a little strange, but then Amy left for some work. When Joel came out of his room, he was astonished by the beauty of the colony and saw a beach outside. Amy's colony is underground, but they are safe because the sea is nearby. And these creatures don't like water. Amy came to talk to Joel when she saw him outside. Just then, The captain and some of his companions also arrived. Amy introduced Joel to the captain and told him that he had traveled for 7 days to get there. The captain was quite impressed and told Joel that he was formerly in the army and now takes the remaining people on his ship to a base where they can live peacefully away from these dangerous creatures. When Joel and Amy had some time to talk alone, Joel asked Amy, "I traveled so far just to see you, but you don't look that happy to see me." Amy explained that a lot has changed over the years. She lost her parents and also lost the person she deeply loved last year. Hearing this, Joel's world shattered. Joel now realized he should have asked Amy if she even wanted to see him before coming here. But Amy said it was her fault. She should have told Joel everything on the radio beforehand. But Amy said, "I'm still happy you came here. Now we will go with the captain and get rid of these creatures forever, and we can still be friends." The guy risked his life, fighting dinosaur-like bugs for 140 kilometers, and she's friend-zoning him. What a despicable woman. He had friends in his colony too. Joel was in no state to think or understand anything at the moment. After a while, Joel tried to contact his colony on the radio, but couldn't get through. Just then, the old man came to Joel and gave him some fruit and beer. This was a gift from the captain to the entire colony for a new beginning. Now, Joel looked at the map his friends had given him. They had written messages for him on the back of this map, which made Joel emotional, and he understood how much the people in his colony loved him, and he had left them to meet a girl he hadn't seen for 7 years. Just then, a message from Joel's colony came over the radio. Everyone was very happy to hear Joel's voice and that he had reached so far. Joel narrated all the incidents that had happened to him, which astonished them all. Wondering how Joel had done all this alone, Joel asked them how they were. They told him that there had been many attacks after Joel left, and the colony was no longer safe. Just then, the connection suddenly broke. Now Joel decided that he would go back for his friends and would not go forward with the captain without them. Suddenly, Joel noticed the fruits he had been given. Seeing them, Joel remembered something. Joel opened his notebook and saw that these were the same fruits that Boy had warned him not to eat. Seeing this, Joel ran towards Amy, but everyone outside was dancing in a daze from the fruits. Joel tried to explain to Amy, but one by one, everyone started fainting. Then Diana attacked Joel from behind. When Joel regained consciousness, he saw that everyone in the colony was tied up. Actually, this captain's job is to go to different colonies and steal their food and supplies. The captain said, "Where do we get the fuel to run the ship?" So, they had captured a very large crab that pulls their ship, and in return they feed the people of the colonies they loot to the crab. As soon as the captain pressed the remote button, a black shadow started moving towards them from the sea. Everyone started trying to escape. Just then, Amy tried to untie her hands with all her strength, and she succeeded. With that, she also freed Joel. Amy said, "I'll deal with these 3. You handle the crab." Now Amy, taking a piece of the gate, ran towards one of the men, dodging bullets, and attacked him. After this, both of them fainted. On the other side, the crab was getting closer. Joel picked up a rod lying nearby and ran towards the crab. As the crab jumped on Joel, Joel hit it with his rod and flipped it over. Because it was upside down, the crab couldn't get up. As Joel stepped forward to kill the crab, the captain gave the crab a strong electric shock with his remote, after which the crab stood up and launched a powerful attack on Joel. When Amy regained consciousness, she saw Diana in front of her and a fight broke out between them. But Diana easily defeated Amy. Meanwhile, the crab was heading towards Joel. Suddenly, Boy arrived and stood between the crab and Joel. The crab looked at Boy and calmed down a little. The captain told Diana to kill the dog, and as Diana was about to fire the rocket launcher on her hand, Amy struck her hand, causing Diana to miss her target, and the grenade hit the crab directly. The crab was seriously injured by this attack. Then the captain came down himself and hit Amy so hard that she fainted. On the other side, The crab was furious after being hit by the grenade and started moving towards the captain to kill him. But the captain shocked it again, and the crab turned back towards Joel. Joel told Boy to go to Amy and protect her. Boy somehow managed to wake Amy up. Seeing them awake, the three thieves left immediately, and the creature was now attacking Joel repeatedly. Just then, Amy regained consciousness and picked up the grenade launcher lying in front of her. Now, the creature grabbed Joel by his leg. Joel asked Amy for the gun. Amy quickly gave him the gun, and Joel was about to pull the trigger, but then he looked into the crab's eyes. Joel suddenly remembered Minnow's words. By looking into any creature's eyes, you can tell whether it is bad or not. In this creature's eyes, Joel saw only pain caused by the chain with which it was being shocked repeatedly. Joel aimed at the chain and freed the crab, after which the crab did not attack Joel at all. As Joel fell, Amy came to him. Just then, the crab also started coming towards Joel, but stopped nearby, as if it wanted to thank Joel for its freedom, and then it started moving towards the captain's ship. The captain had reached the ship at this point. He tried to shock the crab with his remote, but nothing happened. Now he knew that his time was up. After this, the crab swallowed all three of them alive one by one, and also destroyed their ship. After all this, Joel was now ready to go back to his colony, but seeing the bravery with which Joel saved Amy and her entire colony, Amy started liking Joel again and asked him to stay. But Joel said, "My friends need me, so I have to go." Joel gave Amy the notebook he had written to help her fight the creatures, in which he had written down all their weaknesses. Joel thanked Amy because she was the reason Joel came this far, and this journey changed his life. As he left, Joel gathered the courage and kissed Amy. After this, Amy said, "You traveled 140 kilometers for me. This time, I will come looking for you." Do you think Amy deserves a second chance or not? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video.